Right now, something is moving through our solar system. It's not from here. NASA tracked it. Scientists can't explain it. And it might be watching us. Before we dive in, let me show you something weird. Look at this. Oumuamua. The first interstellar object we ever detected. It was moving at 26 kilometers per second. Fast, right? Now look at this one. Borisov. 32 kilometers per second. Pretty normal for objects from beyond our solar system. But then, there's this. See that red spike? That's not supposed to be there. That's different. Let's talk about what we're actually looking at.
In 2017, a visitor from beyond the solar system slid past our sun, an elongated, tumbling shard, too dark for ice, too smooth for rubble, and lacking any dusty tail. Its shape defies what we know of comets and asteroids.
And then, quietly, it sped up. Nothing we can see. Every equation we throw at it comes up empty. Unless sunlight itself is pushing it.
As Oumuamua left the inner solar system, its motion was steady and precisely predicted. Then, something surprising happened. It accelerated, subtly but unmistakably, without any sign of propulsion. No exhaust, no gas plume, no physical mechanism we could detect.
Predictions held until they didn't.
From the cold darkness beyond Neptune, it came on a steep, impossible path. Elongated, tumbling. No tail, no debris, no hint of outgassing. A dark, silent traveler unlike any asteroid or comet we have ever known. An object...
Force equals mass times acceleration. Simple, right? Except it doesn't fit. Energy, mass equivalence, no. Maxwell? Still wrong. Ideal gas law, it slips away. But this, radiation pressure, 2 times intensity over the speed of light. It lingers, it pushes back, and the room feels smaller for it.
Imagine a craft no thicker than a leaf, launched from somewhere we do not know. It does not burn fuel. It only listens to the light itself and lets photons push it along. Some believe this could explain that strange visitor that slipped through our solar system. Perhaps a sail, not built by us. Now, 7 years later,
Critic tracked independently. Verified?
Its trajectory alone raised concerns. It didn't behave like a normal comet.
Some say it's natural. Others aren't convinced. Models of a comet spin out, fracture, refuse to agree. But the object stays clean, and the mystery stays whole. Science disagrees. Not a probe, but not entirely natural either.
Not speed. Acceleration. Not speed.
On the left, a set of numerical models explores how a loosely bound comet might behave near the Sun. Each run begins with nearly identical conditions, and yet subtle parameter changes push the paths apart in time. On the right, these are the actual detections, sparse, uneven, and open to interpretation.
Here's where it gets wild. What if?
Theory number 1, the von Neumann probe. Imagine a civilization millions of years more advanced than ours. They want to explore the galaxy, but space is vast. Impossibly vast. Sending living beings on journeys that take thousands or even millions of years wouldn't make sense. So instead, they send machines. Self-replicating machines. These probes would enter a star system, study it, harvest raw materials from asteroids, and then construct copies of themselves. Those copies would launch toward new systems. And the cycle would repeat. Exponentially. 1 probe becomes 2. 2 become 4. 4 become 8. Within a few million years, an entire galaxy could be filled with these machines. Now here's the unsettling part. If even one civilization ever did this in the Milky Way's history, these probes should be everywhere, including here. So the question becomes unavoidable. Could Oumuamua have been one? Could 3I/Atlas be another? The evidence is circumstantial, but intriguing. The unexplained acceleration. The chaotic tumbling motion. The highly reflective surface. Even the trajectory, passing through the ecliptic plane, the exact region where planets orbit. Almost as if it were observing. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb published peer-reviewed scientific work suggesting this possibility. Not science fiction. Real science. But there are serious counterarguments. No radio transmissions. No detectable heat signature. No visible propulsion. And statistically, if these probes were common, we should be seeing far more of them. Unless we already are, and we simply don't recognize them yet. Theory number 2, the derelict. What if these objects aren't active probes at all? What if they're ancient wrecks? The remains of alien technology drifting silently through space long after their creators went extinct. On Earth, entire civilizations have risen and fallen, leaving behind ruins and debris. Now scaled at process to galactic timescales. A civilization could have thrived millions of years ago, vanished completely, while its spacecraft continued drifting through the cosmos. 3I/Atlas could be a tomb. A ship that lost power eons ago, now reduced to lifeless debris. Its strange shape? Damage from micrometeorites. Asteroid impacts. Millions of years of decay. Its trajectory? Not intentional, just gravitational freefall shaped by stars it passed long before Earth even existed. This theory is haunting, because it suggests something more disturbing than alien visitors. It suggests that intelligence may be rare and temporary. That civilizations burn bright and then disappear. Astronomers even have a word for this idea, necropanspermia. The notion that traces of life spread not through living organisms, but through the dead remains of extinct worlds. We could be surrounded by ghosts. Relics of civilizations that vanished before humans ever walked upright. The evidence? The silence. We've listened for alien signals for decades, and heard nothing. Yet these objects keep appearing. Maybe we're not hearing voices, because there's no one left to speak. Theory number 3, the warning shot. This is the darkest theory, and the most speculative. But some researchers have proposed it, so it deserves consideration. What if these objects aren't probes or derelicts, but weapons? Or warnings? There's a concept in astrobiology known as the dark forest theory. It suggests the universe may be full of intelligent life, but everyone is hiding. Because the first civilization to reveal itself becomes a target. In that scenario, Sending objects through other star systems isn't exploration.
It's reconnaissance. Or intimidation.
Imagine detecting radio signals from a young, technologically primitive planet, Earth.
You don't respond. You don't make contact.
Instead, you send something. Something noticeable. Something impossible to ignore. Something that defies easy explanation.
You're testing.
Can they detect it? Can they analyze it? Can they intercept it? 3I/Atlas could be exactly that, a probe purely circumstantial. The timing, these objects appearing as our radio signals began spreading into deep space. The trajectories, close enough to observe, but not close enough to reach.
Is it paranoid?
Absolutely.
Is it impossible?
No. And that's what makes it unsettling. Now, before the comments section explodes, let's be clear. These are theories. Wild theories. Fascinating theories. But theories nonetheless. What do scientists actually believe? The mainstream explanation is far simpler. These are natural objects. Comets with unusual outgassing. Asteroids with exotic compositions. Debris from planetary collisions in distant star systems. Occam's razor suggests the simplest explanation is usually the correct one. And the simplest explanation is this. Nature is strange. The universe is full of phenomena we don't yet understand. But here's the thing.